Welcome to BMG Johannesburg, the facility that we affectionately know as the Park. My name is Ian King and I'm the Sales Director for BMG.
And I'm Dave Russell, I'm the Group Technical Director. Today we're going to take you around the park. Just a note on history of this site. In about 1895 this site used to be a gold mine, and 100 years later the first sod was turned to convert this site into what you see today as BMG Park.
What you see behind us and the facility consists of about 47,000 square meters of property and between 26 and 27,000 square meters under roof of warehousing. What we have housed at BMG Park are a number of divisions and operations. The operations that are housed here are the engineering division, which consists of belting, geared motors and electric motors. We also have technical resources based here, sales and marketing, and our export division. So why don't you join me on a tour of the park? In any organization, the first impression is a lasting impression. The first voice that you will hear will be either Heidi or Esther, who are receptionists and telephonists. They are the professional people behind the voice that you hear every day. Typically what we have here is an office area within the BMG Park setup. Where we are right now is the sales and marketing operation. Housed in this department are your key account managers sitting over here. At the back we have the capital project side of our business. We have contracts based here, and we are CRM. So when you call into the guys in any one of those operations, or the divisions for that matter, this is what you can envisage seeing when you're talking to those individuals. As you know, BMG Park was established to house the stock in the company, which is the lifeblood of what we do. This company's success has been built on a number of issues, predominantly based on our ability to supply our customer base quite quickly. Where we are now is in the seals warehouse. Every single transfer that you request for seals comes into this operation and is actioned out of here on a daily basis. Throughout the entire warehouse, what we have done is we've gone to a warehouse management system which incorporates bin location. So if you have a look at the bin that I'm walking towards now, you'll see a number on the bin right here. What this does is it allows the seals guys to far quicker get to the stock by virtue of where it's located. We're now at 605, our bearing warehouse. Bearings is what this company was founded on. The number of top-ups that we do out of here on a regular basis make sure that we optimize the stock holding that we have at customer level. In this warehouse you will find all of our brands such as NTN, NSK, Timken, SNR, as well as BTC. We're now at 902 Bearing Warehouse, the sister warehouse to 605. Just to give you some background as to why we had two warehouses. When Bearing Man in those days acquired Invicta Bearings, we acquired the NTN agency, and by doing that it was correct to keep the two brands separate. With the advent of the rebrand, that separation is no longer required.
Here we are at Drives Division, warehouse 904, and in this warehouse is where all the components that come from our major gearbox suppliers, that's Varvel, Nord and Sumitomo, all the components are housed here prior to them entering the workshop for assembly. We're all familiar with the big stories of the huge gearboxes that Drives supply. We're familiar with the Dawsoner gearboxes, which can weigh anything up to 50 tons. But we also have the tiniest of ranges. Here we've got the little tiny Nord gearbox, which is used to drive a pump. And then we go on to gearboxes. We're all familiar with the Varvel size and the cycloidal gearboxes, the cyclo gearboxes from Sumitomo. All of these products are imported in component form and moved to the workshop for assembly. Well, here we are in the drives workshop now. In the workshop here is where all the components that we saw in the stores are drawn and the components are assembled. Inside the workshop there are 6 assembly presses ranging from a 5-ton press all the way up to a 55-ton press. Using these presses we're able to assemble the full range of the Nord geared motor range as well as larger gearboxes from all types. Also in the workshop we have quite a well prepared spray booth that ensures the paint finish is good, and we also have test rig on no load, which is quite essential, as well as test rig on load on requirement. Well, here we are now in the gearbox repair section. In this section, damaged gearboxes out of service are brought here and repairs are conducted obviously using original spare parts, but we also repair all brands of gearbox, not only our own. This is a sister facility or similar facility to the facility in Mahogany Ridge. Both operations are focused in on repairing gearboxes and maximizing the turnaround time for our customers. Here we see Ockett repairing a variable speed drive. This is a drive, looks like to me one of the tap drives from the diamond pan industry in the Kimberley area.
We're now at the belting warehouse, which also serves as the Johannesburg hub. At this facility we carry the full range of stock required to service your requirements. We carry a range of product from solid woven PVC belting to food grade PVC to standard rubber belting and to a full range of idlers and frames to service the accounts. We're now in the electric motor warehouse, and if you look around me and look at the volume of stock, don't ever tell me that we don't have stock of electric motors. But in this warehouse, we carry from 0.09 kilowatt to around about 400 kilowatt X stock. Every single electric motor that you require should be housed in this operation. Included in our electric motor warehouse is a small range of vibratory motors. In keeping with our world-class production efficiency initiative, we carry a full range of high-efficiency EFF1 motors, as you can see here. We're now in the power transmission offices at BMG Park. When you guys make a call into an operation to get technical support or assistance, this is where your call comes into, and this is where your special needs are handled. From here, the inquiry will be sorted out in the warehouse, and from there it will be sent out back to you. We're now in the power transmission warehouse. What you see over here are the transfer machines. Every time that you send in or request a transfer, the paperwork is generated here. The colleagues of mine that work in the PT warehouse will pull the slips from here and go to the pre-allocated bin, pull the stock for you, and drop the stock onto the trolley. That trolley is then taken to dispatch and is dispatched out of here every day. Every warehouse that we've been through has a system like this, and at the park we generate between 4,000 and 5,000 transfers per day, a mammoth task for anyone to accomplish. Not only do we take care of our own needs in terms of the stock holding that we have based at the park, but we also take care of customer requirement. And the customer requirement out of here is serviced by 2 on-site operations, where right now is branch 178 and around the corner is ABC Johannesburg.
Now we're here in the practical training room at BMG Park, and in this room we've got a lot of practical exhibits where our students and our customers can be instructed on the various aspects of our product range. And now we're in our technical resources office. In this office, this is where we have our applications guys from all of our product range, the guys who look at the greenfields application, troubleshooting, problem solving, that kind of thing, as well as we house our quality control, quality assurance, condition monitoring. All those experts are housed in this office. In addition, we have the drawing office, and let's take a closer look at the drawing office. Here we see Os working on a stacker reclaimer drive. This is a complex drive design. It consists of a Paramax gearbox and a pony drive or barring drive to run the machine at low speed. And then the design, of course, we produce on a drawing for the customer to approve. So this is that same design of drive, sorry. This is that stacker reclaimer drive. This drawing will go for customer's approval.
We're now in central dispatch, which is the heartbeat of this organization. Everything we've spoken about today in every warehouse that we've been through has been all about stock. Here is where stock moves out to you at a branch and ultimately to a customer. As we said earlier, stock in this organization is the lifeblood. So every one of the 4,000 to 5,000 transfers done today will ultimately end up here at this time every day. Between 35 and 40 tons of stock is shipped out of here to 110 branches and a number of operations in terms of the hubs, as well as to all of the foreign branches outside of South Africa.